Welcome back, student. We have solved examples before practice at 1.5. Practice at 1.5 is the application of linear equations into variables. That means solving of the word problems. We have solved 3 solved examples. Today we will be solving some of the important sums which during my earlier lectures I have assigned you as homework. First of all, we will start with exercise 1.2, sixth question of main question 2. I am writing that question. So students, in practice at 1.2, in question 2, the sixth question is a very important one. They have given a star marked challenging question. These are the equations, and we have to solve these simultaneous linear equations by graphical method. So first of all, we will take 3 points on this line and 3 points on this line, and you know how to get those points. Why? Because once we get the points, we will be able to plot it on the graph. So let us make the table for the first equation. So students, from the equation 2x minus 3y equal to 4, we get 2x minus 4. I shifted 4 to this side and minus 3x to the other side, the right hand side of equal to sign. So there is necessary change I made. Ultimately 2x minus 4 upon 3 will give you the value of y. Dear students, always remember, from every equation we have to get value of y. This is like a customary thing in solving the equations graphically. We get value of y from every equation. Now we have to take proper value of x so that we get the value of y. For example, if I put x is equal to 1, then 2 ones are 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 3, it is a fraction. Normally we will not be able to plot a fraction on the graph. That is why we have to take proper value of x in order to get the value of y. So I will show you. If x equal to say minus 1, then if x is minus 1, then 2 into minus 1, 2 into minus 1, minus 4 upon 3 is equal to y. Therefore y will be equal to, how much it is? Minus 2 minus 4. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 minus 4 upon 3. That will give you minus 6 upon 3. And that will give us minus 2. I should get a whole number. Okay. So when x is minus 1, y is minus 2. This is the first point which will be there on the graph of this line. Now I have to accordingly take other values of x, right? If x is equal to, this type of working you must show on the page where you do this, solve this sum. On graph paper you have to draw only the graph, but on the other side of the graph paper or of the answer sheet we have to show this working. Now I will take x equal to 2. Then if x is 2, then 2 into 2 minus 4 upon 3 is equal to y. I have to put x equal to 2 in this. Therefore y will be equal to 4 minus 4. 4 minus 4 upon 3, that is 0 upon 3. This is 0 upon 3 is 0. So when x is 2, y is 0. If similarly x is, now you have to first think before we write. Suppose if I take x equal to 3, then 2 3s are 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 upon 3 is a fraction, which is value of y, which is not plottable. It means we need y to be a whole number. That's all. Now if I like that in the process take x equal to say 5. Okay, then what is the value of y? 2 into 5 minus 4 upon 3 is y. Therefore y will be equal to 5 2s are 10. 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 upon 3. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 upon 3, that is equal to 2. Therefore I got 3 points. Okay, for equation 2x minus 3y equal to 4. At least 3 points are needed to be plotted. So I will write the 3 points. Therefore, which points? -1, -2. Then other point is 2, 0. And next point is 5, 2. Lie on the graph of the first equation, which is the equation 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Like this, we have to get the value of y for the second equation, and we have to get at least 3 points to be plotted on the graph paper. Okay, so we will solve for the second equation. So dear students, from the second equation, that is 3y minus x equal to 4, I get 3y equal to x plus 4. I shifted x to the right hand side. And finally I got y is equal to x plus 4 divided by 3. Now I have to take proper value of x so that I get value of y as a whole number. Okay, which values of y we should take? It should be a multiple of, the numerator should be a multiple of 3. That's why, accordingly value of x will be decided by you. Okay, if x is equal to, see, if I take 1 in mind, think in mind, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 is not divided by 3. We will not get a whole number. Understand? So let us take x equal to 2. So if x equal to 2, then y will be equal to 2 plus 4. I will directly write 6 upon 3. That will give me 2. If x is 2, then y is 2. Similarly, think next value of x. X I will take as, see, remember, we want the numerator as multiple of 3. So I will take x equal to 5. If x is equal to 5, then y is equal to 5 plus 4, 9. 9 upon 3. 9 upon 3 is 3. 3 3s are 9. Cancelled. Okay, and it's not that I have to take always positive value. I can take a negative value also. If x is equal to -1, then what happens? Y is equal to -1 plus 4. You think x is -1. -1 plus 4, that is 3. 3 by 3. And 3 by 3 is 1. So I got 3 points to be plotted for the other equation. Which are the 3 points? 2, 2, because x is 2, y is 2. Other point is 5, 3. These are called as ordered pairs, or the points which are to be plotted on xy coordinate system. Every point, the two numbers in every point are called as ordered pair. Okay, these two numbers form an ordered pair. You have studied in 9th standard. First number is called as x coordinate or abscissa, and second number in the ordered pair is called as ordinate or y coordinate. The third point, which is the third point is -1 and 1. They lie on which graph? On the graph of 3y minus x is equal to 4. Now we have to be ready. We will go to the graph paper where we will plot these points and then find out the solution set. So I am going to draw the graph now. So students, I will remove these two lines, and I have written all these points here so that I can draw graph here. Okay, so I will remove these lines now. This is vertical axis, this is y-axis, and this is horizontal axis called as x-axis. The point of intersection of both the axes is denoted as 0, 0, which is called as origin. This is positive direction of x-axis. I will put the number at uniform distance. On centimeter graph paper, you will have to write the number at a distance of 1 centimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here I will have negative number, negative direction of x-axis, -1, -2, -3. Okay, here the positive number, positive direction of y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative direction of y-axis, -1, -2, -3, -4, like this. And at the right top corner of the graph paper we need to write the scale. How to write the scale? 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. Both the axes, plural of axis is ax, es, axis. Now we will plot the points. For the first equation 2x minus 3y equal to 4, these are the 3 points. So we will plot them. Minus 1, minus 2, 2, 0, 5, 2. These are the points which are collinear points, and they will contain a line, or they will be lying on a line, and that line will be the graph of first equation 2x minus 3y equal to 4. I will draw that graph. So this is the graph of the equation 2x minus 3y equal to 4. So I will write equation on the line 2x minus 3y equal to 4. Now we will plot these points. Okay, we will plot the 3 points which lie on the second equation. This is the first point 2, 2. The other point will be 5, 3 lying in the first quadrant. The next point is minus 1, 1. Where it will be? It will be in the second quadrant, minus 1, 1. So these are the 3 points. Now we will have to join all of them. They are collinear points. Okay, they will give the graph of second equation 3y minus x equal to 4. So students, this is the line I have drawn passing through all the 3 points, and this is called as the graph of the second equation 3y minus x equal to 4. And I see that the graph of both the lines intersect each other at this point. This point, is having ordered pair, or the coordinates 8, 4. 8, it will be 4. If you see properly, like this is without graph paper, but I can see that this, point has first coordinate, the x coordinate is 8 and the y coordinate is 4. So this is how 8, 4 I get as a point of intersection of both the graphs. And this is nothing but the solution set. This is the solution, okay, for both these equations. So finally, the page where we have written this, what we will write? Therefore, 8, 4, okay, is the solution of given simultaneous linear equations. Also, I had shown you another way, right? What we have to write? Since the graphs of two equations, which are the two equations? 2x minus 3y is equal to 4, and 3y minus x is equal to 4, intersect each other at which point? 8, 4, right? The solution of the given equation is, solution of the given simultaneous linear equation is 8, 4. That means x is 8 and y is 4. This is how this sum has to be solved. I think you have solved this sum. If you have not, please check it and then solve. Now we shall move for the next sum. Students, in practice set 1.3, which is based on Cramer's rule or determinant method, all the sums are easy. So I am not solving any sum of practice set 1.3. But some students have asked me that sir, they have difficulty in solving fourth question of practice set 1.4. So today we are doing fourth question of question number 1, main question 1 of practice set 1.4. I will write the question now. So students, this is the question. Now we know that we have to first convert them into simultaneous linear equations, and then we have to solve. You please recall the solved example and some of the questions we have solved for practice set 1.4. Here we have to see which are the similar things in the two equations. 1 upon 3x plus y, 1 upon 3x minus y is seen to be common. Both these things are seen to be common in both the equations. For them we have to assume some other letter and form the equation. But what about this 2 and 2? I think so this 2 must have caused some problem. But it is easy. First we should see that how these 2 gets eliminated. Okay, so as per our regular method, first we will number the equations using Roman numerals. So let me number them. So I have numbered the equations, first and second. Now we assume, okay. But before we assume, let us try to eliminate these 2. You know, in the denominator of these 3 terms, 2, 2 and 8 are there. 2 because it is outside this brackets. That's why we consider this as 2, 2 and 8. LCM of these 3 number 2, 2 and 8 is, if you know how to take LCM, I have shown you. 2 ones are 2 ones are and 2 fours are. Okay, with again 2 ones are and 2 and 2 1 1 and 1 till we get all 1. We have to factorize together. 2 2s are 4 2s are 8. This is called as LCM of the denominators. So LCM is 8. What we need to do is we should multiply equation second by the LCM 8. Okay, what will happen then? What will be the effect? Let's see. First equation I am writing as it is. For second equation I am doing this. Okay, so I wrote multiply equation second throughout by 8 we get. So here first we are not thinking, we are seeing this equation. If you multiply this first term, I am showing you by working, so you will be able to understand. First term is 1 upon 2 twice of 3x plus y. I multiplied this term by 8. So what will happen? 2 4s are 8. So this will become 4 upon 3x plus y. Like that, okay, I have to multiply every term. So finally what I will get? I will get this equation, 4 upon 3x plus y minus 4 upon 3x minus y is equal to minus 1, because this side is also multiplied with 8. 8 will get cancelled, so I will be left with minus 1. Let this be equation number third. Now I must concentrate on equation first and third, because 1 upon 3x plus y is seen in both this equation. So we will assume. Now let us replace okay, 1 upon 3x plus y by m and 1 upon 3x minus y by n. What do we get? What do we get? So I will get the first equation as m plus n is equal to 3 upon 4. This is new number, equation number 4. And here I will get 4m minus 4n is equal to minus 1. This is new equation number 5th. Okay, so first and third, these equations are changed to this form, m plus n equal to 3 by 4, because 1 upon 3x plus y is m, we have decided to replace, and 1 upon 3x minus y is n. So I got these two new equations. Now we use any of the methods, like substitution method of elimination by equating coefficient, Cramer's rule, any method we can use to solve this equation. Okay, we will prefer to solve by substitution method. What I will do is I will get the value of n, or I will get the value of m from equation number 4. How? Let's prefer method of elimination by equating coefficient. What I am doing is multiplying equation 4th by 4. Every term is multiplied with 4. What I'll get? I'll get 4m plus 4n is equal to, I'll get 3, because if I multiply here by 4, 4 gets cancelled. So this is a new equation number 6th. Now it will be easy for me to solve equation 5 and 6 to get the values of m and n. You can clearly see minus 4n and plus 4n on adding will get cancelled. Understand? So we are adding these equations. So I will write here adding equations. Which are the equations? 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th we get. The 5th one is 4m minus 4n is equal to 1 minus 1. Be careful of the sign. And the sixth one is 4m plus 4n is equal to 3. We are adding them. Minus 4n and plus 4n will get cancelled. This is 4m plus 4m, which is 8m, and minus 1 plus 3 is 2. So value of m is 2 upon 8, which on further cancellation give me m equal to 1 upon 4. And then to get n, what I have to do? Substituting value of m in equation number 4. So substituting m equal to 1 upon 4 in equation 4th, we get. So in the fourth equation, if I put m as 1 upon 4, I will get 1 upon 4 plus n is equal to 3 upon 4. Finally, n is equal to 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4, which is equal to 3 minus 1, 2 by 4. So value of n is equal to 2 by 4 will get cancelled, 1 upon 2. So value of n is 1 upon 2. Now this is very simple. Once I get m and n, I can easily solve the rest of the part of the question now. So remember, value of m I got 1 upon 4 and value of n I got 1 upon 2. Okay, but m and n you already know. M was actually 1 upon 3x plus y and n was 1 upon 3x minus y. So what we have to write now? I will write, but m equal to 1 upon 3x plus y and n equal to 1 upon 3x minus y. It was the first step of the sum, and I got m and n. So I will write m 1 upon 4. M is 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 3x plus y, and n I got 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 3x minus y. On cross multiplying, I will get actual equation. 3x plus y ones are 3x plus y is equal to 4 ones are 4. This is the new equation, equation number 7th. 6 till 6 we have numbered them. Now this is 7th. And here on cross multiplying, I will get 3x minus y equal to 2. This is equation number 8. Okay, now solving these two equations will give me the final answer. Okay, we will solve these two equations now. Remember this equation, 3x plus y equal to 4, 3x minus y equal to 2, and observe them carefully. Y positive, y negative will be cancelled on adding these equations. So I will write adding equations 7th and 8th, we get, okay, when we add them, 3x plus y equal to 4 and 3x minus y is equal to 2. I am adding these equations. Opposite terms plus y minus y gets cancelled. 3x plus 3x is 6x and 4 plus 2 is 6. That will give me x is equal to 1. And then I will substitute. Okay, what I'll write? Substituting x equal to 1 in equation. Now I can use any 7th or 8th in equation 7th. So I'll get, what we get? We get 3 into 1 plus y equal to 4. 3 ones are 3 plus y equal to 4. So y is equal to 4 minus 3. Y is equal to 1. So x is 1 and y is 1 is the solution of the equation. Therefore, what we have to write? Therefore, x comma y, which is nothing but 1 comma 1, is the solution of given simultaneous linear equation. Solution of given simultaneous linear equations. This is how we have to solve this sum. So later part is easy, but in the beginning we have to be very careful. This is the fourth sum in question number 1 of practice set 1.4. Now we will go to solve a new sum. Students, we are solving sixth sum of practice set 1.5, which is again a challenging sum. Now I am not writing the question, but I am reading the sum as it is given in the textbook. It is given that out of 1900 km, we shall travel some distance by bus and some by aeroplane. Now bus travels with average speed of 60 km per hour and average speed of aeroplane is 700 km per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. Find the distance Vishal traveled by bus. So students, think about the sum. Total journey is of 1900 km. Out of that total journey of 1900 km, some distance traveled by Vishal is by bus and rest of the distance traveled is by aeroplane. So this is the thing. The speed by which bus travels is average speed by bus travels is 60 km per hour, whereas aeroplane naturally very fast it is traveling at a speed of 700 km per hour. Now we have to find out that this distance which is traveled by bus by Vishal is how much. This distance we have to find out. Okay, so what we will do is, since this is the question of simultaneous linear equations or linear equations in two variables, I will immediately take that let the distance traveled by Vishal through bus be x kilometer and the distance traveled by Vishal with the help of aeroplane is y kilometer. So this distance is distance traveled by Vishal by bus and this by aeroplane. So total distance is 1900 km. So our first equation will be x plus y is equal to 1900. This will be our first condition. Now when you have distance and when you have speed, remember, think in mind, when you have distance and when you have speed, okay, what you can get with the help of distance and speed, you can get time. You can get time. You know the formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. So how to get the time? Time formula. Time formula will be distance upon speed. Okay, so time taken by Vishal for his bus journey is distance upon speed. So time taken by Vishal to travel by bus is distance x upon speed 60, x plus x upon 60. This is the time taken T1 by Vishal to travel by bus. Similarly, time taken by Vishal to travel by aeroplane is distance y kilometer upon speed of aeroplane is 700. This is another time. But time 1 plus time 2 together is 5 hours journey. Okay, so time 1 is this x upon 60 plus time 2 is y upon 700 and that time is 5 hours. This is another equation. This is the first equation. This is second equation. This is the way we have to first think about the equation and then we have to write systematic steps. Understood? Again, in short, I am explaining this is the total journey of 1900 km. This much distance is traveled by bus by Vishal and this much distance is traveled by aeroplane. We are given the speed of bus 60 km per hour and speed of aeroplane 700 km per hour and they have asked us how much distance Vishal traveled through bus. So let us take the distance traveled by Vishal through bus is x kilometer and by aeroplane be y kilometer. Okay, and speed is given. Total distance, x plus y is 1900 km because the entire journey is of 1900 km and then we got time of bus journey, time of aeroplane journey and total time is given there 5 hours. Okay, and this is the equation number 2. Now I will write the systematic steps. So I got this, right? Let the distance traveled by Vishal by bus be x kilometer and that by aeroplane be y kilometer. From the first condition we get sum of the two distances is 1900 km equation first. Second condition distance upon speed, this is bus journey plus distance upon speed, this is aeroplane journey, time of bus journey plus time of aeroplane journey is 5 hours, total time is 5 hours. These are the two equations. Now I have to modify equation second because it has a denominator 60 and 700. I will take LCM of this. So the LCM I got, I factorize them together. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60, 60 5s are 300, 300 7s are 2100. So LCM is 2100. So student, I multiplied, I have shown the working. Multiply equation second by LCM of 60 and 700, that is 2100. So I get this, I get the equation 35x plus 3y is equal to 2100 into 5 0 0 5 1 0 5 0. This is the new equation, equation number 3, and we have to solve the equation number first and third now. Okay, we have to still modify equation number first. What I will do is, So I am multiplying equation first by minus 3. Why minus 3? Because then yn plus 3y will become equal minus 3yn plus 3y. So on multiplying equation 1 by minus 3, I am getting minus 3x minus 3y equal to minus 5700. Equation number 4th. Adding equation number like 3 and 4, I will get like my plus 3y and minus 3y get cancelled. 32x is equal to 4800, and so x is equal to 150. Therefore the distance traveled by Vishal, therefore the distance traveled by Vishal by bus is 150 kilometer. This is the answer. It's a very important question. I hope you have understood this. Now more questions we will solve next time. Okay, we will solve difficult questions of problem set next time. Have a nice time. Good day. Goodbye. Take care.